Hello everybody, we're back. Got a big day ahead of us here, kind of running late again. This winter time sawing really hard on us. We don't have time to saw but like one day a week, so then that's in the evenings, and it's getting daylight a little bit longer every day since we passed December, but it still gets dark on us too quick. So we got a good selection of logs here today. What are we gonna saw, Wormy?
2x6.
2x6. All right.
Around 12 foot long.
12 foot. And they all pine. What kind of pine are they? Yeah.
Yellow pine, white pine.
Yeah. Well, that ought to be some good saw in there. Well, y'all hang in there and watch the saw, and you know who guessed the correct answer on what we found in that log last week?
Who?
Nobody. Nobody guessed it. We had all kind of answers, but nobody guessed it. And, well, we'll tell you what we're gonna do at the end of this video. We're gonna give everybody a chance that participated. We're gonna draw a name, and we'll do that when we get done sawing, and we will we'll tell you the winner.
And thank y'all for telling me congratulations on my granddaughter.
Granddaughter? How old is, how much she weigh?
6 pounds, 9 ounces, and 21 inches long.
Is that right? Well,
now she weighs 6 pounds, 12 ounces.
Yeah.
And a week old.
Good and healthy, I guess.
Yep. Acting like his mama already.
Wanting something?
Yep.
What'd you name her?
Autumn Hazel.
Autumn Hazel. That's a good name. That's my grandma's name, Hazel.
Really?
Yeah, that's an old school name there.
I told her to name her Autumn Rain, but she wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I'm glad she picked Hazel.
Plant a tree up on the hill. Days go by on your windowsill, and standing in its shade. Raise your children tall and proud. Chase away the lightning clouds until you finally get old and gray. We all fade away. Plant a flag and make a stand, and build a fence around your land. But by and by, the stones will crumble down. Spend your life for what it's worth, for one day you'll return to earth and leave your DNA above the ground. So I guess you'll still be around. All the troubles that we go through in our lives, all the time we're wasting living of our lives. Whoa, we're only here for a short while. Better take it time. No rhythm and no rhyme. All the troubles that we go through in our lives, and all the time we're wasting living up our lives. Oh, we're only here for a short while. Better take it with a smile. Whoa, the past is gone forever. You better leave it all behind and try to take it all in stride. Whoa, we're only here for a short while. You better take it with a smile. Whoa, the past is gone forever. You better leave it all behind. Whoa, the past is gone forever. You better leave it all behind and try. Always try.
Well, we got her going on pretty good now. Making 2x6s. Yeah, we had found something in the log last week, and we put a little contest on there. See if anybody could guess what was inside that log. And we had about, I think I had about 13 people try to figure out what was in there, but nobody guessed it. I was really surprised. I thought somebody would. I'll show you what was in there after I get done sawing here. And then we're going to put everybody's name in a hat that participated. And everybody that tried to guess, we're going to put everybody's name in a hat and draw a winner. And I'm going to send you a hat and a t-shirt. busy day. Golly. Work is wide open right now at the plant. Got a lot going on. Then my poor little old, my great aunt died. We had her funeral today. She is my maternal granddaddy's sister. She is 99 years old, 99. Lived a blessed life. Still lived at home. Wonderful family that took care of her. Just a really blessed person. Just super nice. Really be missed. Wednesday, so we got church here in a little while. We got a real big order. I mean a big order. Got to make some chairs for a company called Bernhardt Designs. It's a company there in Lenore here in Caldwell County. Yeah, so We got a lot of new people in there trying to help us with the workforce, you know, have enough people to do this. And trying to show them how to do it quick and fast and everything, you know, and do it good and right. It's a lot to it. I'll tell you, when you're in a manufacturing business, there's not but one way to do it to make money, and that's to do it fast. And you got to do it one time. You can't do it twice. There's just no profit margin in our line of business. Curb plywood. The worst business you can get into. And getting people to do it fast, boy, that's the thing, you know. You gotta do it quick. That reminds me, a long time ago, we were doing a lot of business, and we were doing these little parts here, and we had to pump sand them. And let me put another log on here and I'll tell you that story here. It's a pretty good little story. Let me put another log on here. Ain't big enough to get two sets of 2x6s out of it. I don't know what to do now. Let's see. We'll do it this way. Let Wormy catch up right here. were doing a part for a customer, and it was just a lot of pump sanding, you know. They had a whole army of people, and they were all lined up at these sanders. Everybody pump sanding these little old parts. So sometime or another, I go walking by, and I see this one old boy. He was at his machine there, and he'd sand a part, and then he'd walk like 4 feet over to the pallet and put the part on the pallet, and then he'd walk like another 5 feet to another truck, shop truck, and get a new part, and then go to the sander and sand it. So you see, he was walking like way out of the way, and in manufacturing, you got, anytime you're stepping and walking around like that, you're not producing anything, and you're wasting time, and that's money, you know. So anybody that's a manager, you know how hard it is to get people to understand that, you know, without hurting their feelings. You know, you gotta be easy with them a lot of times. So I go over to this old boy. I said, "Hey, Bubba," I said, you see how far you're walking and putting this part down, and then you're walking way over there and getting another part, and then you got to walk over to the sander, and then you know, you understand what I'm saying? And he said, "Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's where I got my pallet, you know, my skid." I said, "Yeah, I understand that." He said, "That's just where it is. I'm walking pretty fast, you know." I said, "Yeah, but," I said, "don't you understand that anytime you're walking over there, you're not producing anything, and you're just carrying something, you know, you're not making money. So it's costing me money because I'm not getting parts produced, you know." And he wasn't catching it. He just wasn't understanding what I was trying to say. And I said, "Well, look at it this way." I said, if you hired somebody to paint your house, and they had to crawl up. I said, if they were painting your house, and they had a ladder to go up there and paint the eaves of that house, and they painted a little bit, and then they climbed back down that ladder, let's see here, man, I'm gonna have to think about this right quickly. Let's see, I just need to go down to 12 and a half. That's where I should have started. Oh no, I was supposed to flip that over. Doggone it. I didn't flip it over. I was thinking about my story and wasn't thinking about what I was doing here. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, I said, if he climbed up that ladder and painted a little bit, and then he climbed down the ladder, dipped his brush in a paint can, climbed back up the ladder, and painted a little bit, and then climbed back down, put more paint on his brush. Now I cut it too small, so I like to go to a 10 1/4. I'm gonna trim it right there. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to 6. That'll give me a 2x4 and a 2x6. I told that boy, I said, you see what I'm saying? How much time he's wasting by going down the ladder, getting some paint, going up the ladder, painting a little bit, climbing back down the ladder, getting a little paint. You see how much time he would save if he would take that paint can with him to the top of that ladder. And that old boy, he was just a studying on what I was saying, you know. And I thought, well, I'm reaching him now. I got him here, you know. He gonna understand what I'm saying. And he started shaking that head, and he gets studying it. I thought, all right, you know, he's going to say that he agrees with me. He said, yeah, but Shannon, my house has got vinyl siding on it. And I thought, oh my land, whoo, right, oh my land, I lost you. Golly. I thought, okay. That's the way it goes when you try to reach somebody. You just can't reach. We're gonna have to stop after this log here. It's getting too dark. Then we gotta go up there and draw names in that hat and see who's the lucky winner. Y'all hang tight. Stay with us and see who wins this t-shirt and hat. All right, hold the hat there. All right, we got, I'm gonna tell everybody's name here. Got ZZ Mark. He guessed a fence staple. Then we got the fisherman. He guessed a railroad spike. William Strickler. He guessed a railroad spike. Mike Hadaway. He guessed the axe. These are all good guesses.
Yeah, they are.
P. Walper. He got a channel. If you ever want to see anything about the railroads and trains and stuff, look up P. Walper. P-W-A-L-P-A-R. He guessed a lag screw, like a holding in a fence insulator. Matt, W3W3R, he gets a lead shot, like a shotgun. Frick's Circle Saw, he gets a nail. Charles Hodge, he gets the lag bolt. Dennis Carter, he gets the part of a gate, like a gate hinge probably.
Yep. Them all good guesses.
They are. Yeah, didn't nobody guess what it was. That's the right thing.
But I'll tell y'all what it is after.
We'll show them too. I got in the truck. RK Saul, RKSAULSMD. He gets the axe. Thos Von Woder, THOSVONWODER. He gets the fence post. At O2 AMT, he gets the buckshot. William Murdoch, part of a tree stand. Marcel Buckingham, he gets the gate hinge. Ed Presnell, he goes to church with him. He gets fence insulator. Some old glass kind. Always got a big old lag bolt holding them in. Frickin' Rick, he gets barbed wire. That's a good guess. That really is.
Yep.
People nail barbed wire in trees all around these pastures around here. Bill Ellis, he gets part of the tree stand. STM wood turning. I think his name is Stewart wood turning. He gets the bullet. Randy Ballou, he gets the gate hinge. And the last one is Mike Mann. This is kind of unusual. You can tell he's from up north probably. A sap spout, like you get maple syrup out of it with. I ain't never seen him do that around here. He said a sap spout or a horseshoe. And a horseshoe, that'd be a good one too.
It's funny finding horses.
Yeah, a lot of people nail horseshoes on trees, especially in the yards around your house. What is it, Wormy?
A price to tip off a crossbow or a bow.
It's like a broadhead. Is that what you call them?
I call them
Broadhead.
practice tip.
A what?
Practice tip.
Practice tip. But you can see where the chainsaw hit it. That's when I was trying to dig it out. But the arrow kept on coming out to here. Chainsaw cut that part off. That's what it was, a broadhead. Bow and arrow, crossbow or something. That come out of them logs that Jeff Maloney brought over here. Leave it to him.
Is it from Castle Bridge?
No, from Hudson, I think.
You got a lot of crazy people over there.
Yeah. All right, stir that up a little bit. Gotta have a drum roll. Da 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 da. All right, you ready?
Yep. Going in. Now?
Right, yeah, pick one out. All right. It's at O2 AMT. He guessed buckshot, but he was pretty close. It's a bow and arrow. So if you watch this video, I'm gonna have my email in the links in this video's description. I'll have my email address. You send me your mailing address, and we're gonna send you this Temple Hill Sawmill hat and t-shirt. And I don't have all the sizes, but I do have a 2X, a large, and a small. That's the way I did it, instead of getting so many different sizes. That kind of cover about everybody. He's small and I'm a 2X. so we got somebody who might fit in a large. So congratulations. I don't know your real name. It's at O2 AMT. And I think he's a new subscriber too.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. Tell me how long you've been subscribed. At O2 AMT. So anyway, well, we appreciate y'all watching today's video, and we put the Yule Log Throwdown Challenge video. We put that up today on Wednesday. So check that video out, and if you hadn't watched last Sunday's video, and that kind of explains what we're doing here, drawing names and sending this prize off for. So do those two things, and watch Sawmill Sunday. He's the one that put on that Throwdown Challenge that we participated in. And so anyway, we thank y'all for watching, and thank you for commenting, and we'll catch you next week.